So Dwyane Wade, we were talking about, former players and all the guys who have podcasts. D Wade now in that space as well. It almost feels like you can't not be an ex-athlete if you don't have a pod. You can't. You're not an ex-athlete if you don't have one.
I prefer live radio, but go ahead.
Yeah, but D Wade had the conversation about Kobe Bryant and how he thinks it's disrespectful and crazy that where they had him ranked. They had him ranked at 11th.
I don't know who did that.
Which I'm gonna have to side with Wade on that part. Now, how high you want to have him or low in this case? That's debatable. Is he 5? Is he 6? Is he 2? Is he 3? But 11 is crazy because you had Steph Curry in front of him. To me, and I don't.
Slap yourself.
They had Steph Curry in front of him. Am I lying? I think Steph Curry was directly in front of him at 10.
He was.
10. And I don't get any justification for that at all. But here's what D Wade had to say.
If you want to ask us hoopers who played against Cole, we talking. All of us gonna talk top 3.
Facts.
Like we all gonna talk 3 if you played against Mamba. But from someone's opinion that's never played against Kobe, has never played a game of basketball at the level that we played at, having him at 11, why am I up in arms about something like that? I remember when Kobe was alive, they had rankings when he played in the league and they had him low. I remember one year and Kobe addressed it. Like, who is these idiots? Like, why would I listen to these idiots? And I'm not calling the person who did this an idiot, but what I'm saying is when someone does something like that, Kobe was like, this is idiotic to me.
This is a very interesting conversation, Ephraim, because I don't necessarily care where you have him or I have him. More so the broader conversation of there seems to be more than any other player, unless you have somebody I'm missing, a disconnect between players specifically who played against him. And then, the analysts, the pundits, or people who write about it and where they rank him. And I don't know if there's any other player because I think most consensus agree on LeBron. Even former players. LeBron's 3rd. He's behind Kobe, or maybe he's 2nd or he's 4th, but they're right around there. Analysts put LeBron 1, 2, 3, right around there. Where's Mike? Mike's 1 or he's 2. Like most people have him. Kobe's the one player I think where analysts throughout the last, 12 years of his career, he only won 1 MVP. He didn't have this. They didn't rank him as top this. And then you ask the players, and almost universally, they get a look in their eyes. You start talking about Kobe, man, that's the baddest. And he might be number 1 for me. Oh, man, he only behind Mike. Maybe somebody will put him behind LeBron. But when you ask players about Kobe, they just kind of gush about him. And I want to ask you this. Is it a lot of it about the competitive nature, the mythology, the Black Mamba, the respect for the grit? Because that's one of the knocks that people have about LeBron is that, man, if he had the mental makeup of Kobe, if he had the mental makeup of MJ, man, I don't even know what LeBron could be like. And I think the players love the tenacity, the ferocity, the mental, how I'll walk out there, shoot free throws or on a torn Achilles. And I think the mythology of Kobe, along with playing against him in his actual skill set, takes him to another level that maybe those who didn't compete against him can't appreciate because you weren't on the court and don't understand how tenacious he was. Maybe there's a comp in the NFL. Like, man, I'm telling you, I know this person, this quarterback, this running back, this whoever might not have been on, but you had to be out there against him. Because there just seems to be more of a disconnect between writers and analysts with Kobe than players and any other person I can think of.
So you always, when you look at lists like this, you got to look at the source.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Bleacher Report, right? So they did top 100 players of all time and had Kobe Bryant at 11 and Steph Curry at 9 and so on and so forth.
That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy. It's Bleacher Report. So once again, it's a way for people to – because people do these lists all the time.
Oh, yeah. It's off season.
It's a way for people to click on and us to talk about it. Right? So now people who haven't seen it, they're going on their phones and they're looking up the Bleacher Report top 100 NBA players to see where their favorite players are, who lands where. Obviously, not saying that they're not a reputable media outlet, but who's picking? What is the criteria based on? Kobe Bryant, as you so eloquently put, is your favorite player's favorite player. So I'm going to listen to the guys like a Vince Carter who played against LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe. I'm going to listen to the guys who firsthand had to compete with them. And every NBA player I've ever talked to that played against all three of them, number one, say Michael Jordan was, you don't even
Mike
just
is Mike.
walk away, right? Allen Iverson, just it's Michael Jordan. But when Kobe Bryant steps on the court, they all say, we got a problem. He doesn't want to be your friend. He don't want to hang out with you before the game. We not going to eat. You not coming to the house, because he wants to physically remove your soul from your body on the basketball court. I'll take that any day. For my money, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player to play.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a chance to see him in all his glory and everything. Kobe Bryant, in my opinion, is the second greatest basketball player, because him individually stepping on the court can change the way the whole entire other team feels. That power alone, to where you feel before the game even starts that you're at a disadvantage, is what makes greatness great. I don't know to that level if even LeBron James has that effect on teams.
That is where it gets interesting to me, because for me, I'll take LeBron over Kobe.
Ooh.
And but I'm not there. I told you there's 3 or 4 people, however you rank them, I'm not mad. If somebody right now said, no, nothing about Kareem was number 1, I'm not gonna argue with you with Kareem. Mike is Mike, and if LeBron, and now, a lot of people have Kobe.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes. This is where it gets interesting.
Out of LeBron, Michael, Kobe, who had the least physical attributes?
Kobe.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Okay. So Kobe at his height, and, he didn't have a 48-inch vertical. Like,
by the way,
like
Mike's vertical, I don't know. I've rewatched The Last Dance. Everybody
It's out of control.
It's out of control.
Right? So just so you know, you got a guy in the conversation who not only was less physically gifted than the other two, right? He was shorter than the other two, and was able to himself make himself one of the most dynamic players on the planet. No one in basketball had more basketball skill than Kobe Bryant. Not even Michael Jordan. No disrespect. And I say it because
there was a slight elevation
Michael
in skill.
Jordan physically was doing things people had never seen before.
And by the way, this is what I laugh. People talk about plumbers. Still haven't done. There's a few.
He came in the league doing that.
Magic Johnson, by the way, people, that plumber. I still haven't seen people do what Magic did.
Of course not.
Like people, if you show me
6'9" point guard
who can still pad,
who's faster than everybody on the court, who can see everything.
Yeah,
those are the physical gifts that you've been blessed with. Kobe Bryant could have been working at a supermarket.
Okay, so see, this is where.
But listen, you gotta listen, man. Listen,
no, I listen.
I'm talking about a physical gift. LeBron is 6'9", 260.
Rob G, hold on now. All right, you done? Because that was crazy.
Go ahead.
Rob G, this man just told me Kobe could have been working at a 6'6".
You ain't never seen it. You never saw a 6'5", 6'6" guy at the grocery store like, damn, man, you hoop.
You do remember we saw number 8 Kobe, Afro Kobe, flying through there, dunking on everything. I ain't saying he was the most athletic.
Kobe Bryant.
I would agree with you. Athletic, he wasn't Vince, T-Mac, LeBron. I'll give you that.
He didn't have what Jordan or LeBron had.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay, go ahead.
You went
Continue.
All right. Let me break down a couple of things. I'm not mad at you. There's no, again, Kobe is Kobe is Kobe, Mike. Couple of things for me where I take LeBron, and I think you might appreciate this.
He was 17 when he got into the league. Go ahead.
He was. We had the same birthday.
Go ahead.
R.I.P. Kobe. One of the things I like about my player, if I'm an owner or a GM and I'm drafting, I'm bringing a guy into the franchise, is I know sometimes I'm going to bring guys in who aren't as good as we thought. I'm going to draft guys or bring guys in who just get hurt. That's a part of the game. But whenever I have you out there, I've got a shot. And I think one of the understated attributes about LeBron was that he was so good that for about a 14, 15-year period, our expectations were finals for him. Mm-hmm. Whatever iteration.
Wins or finals?
No, there's a specific reason why I said finals.
Okay.
Because that was the baseline. Like, you better at least make it to the finals.
In the East.
And that was, and I don't remember Michael Jordan, we have no expectation until he finally started winning. Then we're like, okay, now you should win. LeBron, 22 years old, till about 36, 7, every year was a wasted year. Or if he even make the finals, he didn't even make the finals. And to me, to carry that every single time he touches the basketball and he's on a team, they better make the finals. Nobody else really lived with that, except maybe Magic, you can argue, just because that's just the way it wasn't for him.
He came in the league to the finals, went to the finals.
Exactly. Not Jordan, not Kobe, because when Kobe had bad teams, your rationale was, he got smushed, he's got Chris Mims, what are you supposed to do out there?
Right.
LeBron has Boobie Gibson. LeBron has a couple other bad. You get to the finals.
You got to also, and this is historical, right? Mm-hmm. You got to also look at what the Eastern Conference
I'm glad you said that. He called it the least. Let me.
Wait,
I'm glad you go ahead.
I just want to give you one little piece of information. 3 of the bottom 3 playoff teams in the East were under 500.
No, that's a fact. And still to this day.
So go ahead.
So I'm glad you mentioned that. The dynamics to me that LeBron could win at any franchise, that is insane to me. That you win with the Cavs. You go with the Cavs at 22. Don't win it. You go leave to Miami, go to 4. Come back to Cleveland, go to 4. Mm-hmm. Come to the Lakers, win 1. Like, that's just insane to me. And that goes to what I was previous point. Yeah, I like guys
who followed
no matter where you are, my expectation is we're gonna win 60 games.
Yeah, but he started chasing talent though. You do
hold on.
Realize that.
Hold on, because we've talked about this. Mm-hmm. When I sit with a franchise for 6, 7, 8 years, like he did in Cleveland, and the best y'all give me is Ilgauskas and Larry Hughes.
Well, how come no one wanted to come play with LeBron?
You talking about the younger iteration?
Yeah.
Because why do I want to
going to the finals?
Why am I going to Cleveland?
If you're at that point, if you're going to the finals every year, you got to be able to say, "Hey, let's go get this chip."
At that point, he is too young and he's playing with Cleveland. And now, of course, once he becomes LeBron, like as far as winning and dominating, now you get guys who want to play with him. Guys are teaming up, and that whole dynamic for the next 12 years.
That's over.
Well, that's over now. He's 62. But I'm not mad if you take a Kobe. I like a guy I feel like who can drag organizations, who can do a bit more with less, the minimal is getting the finals is my expectations.
What was the biggest knock on LeBron? What was the biggest knock? I'll help you.
Mental.
No.
Well, tell me on the other side.
Okay.
All right, we're talking about D-Wade, basically, essentially, just to paraphrase, was saying Kobe was always that guy. You ask any hooper, they're going to put Kobe, the phrase, your favorite player's favorite player. And then you always have where whenever these lists come out, he's always like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sure. And a lot of the players get mad. A lot of the writers and pundits say, hey, that's where he is. Why is he ahead of Tim Duncan? Why is he ahead of Shaq? Or why is he ahead of Hakeem? People will say that, and then hence we have these conversations. Real quick, you and I were talking off the mic.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the disparity between the West and the Eastern Conference at that time.
I'm glad you brought that up because no debate. The East was the Leastern Conference when LeBron was kind of running.
Right,
it was very top-heavy. You'd have 1 or 2 teams, Boston, obviously Heatles or the Pistons if we're going back to that like 03 to about 08 run, depending on the year.
6 through 8 seed were under 500.
100%. It was bad. Here's the one thing I wish, if I was like making a LeBron scenario, I always wish, because there's no debating it was a Eastern Conference compared to the West. The West was crazy packed. I always used to wish he would have went to the West, Ephraim, so that I believe he wouldn't have gone to as many, 10, 11, championship or finals appearances maybe. But say he only went to 4, say he only went to 5, say he only went to 6. he'd be 4-0, 5-0, or 6-0 because to me the West was so stacked. Well, okay, now you're pairing him with the Lob City Clippers. Or now you're pairing him with the grit and grind Grizzlies with Zebo and Marc Gasol and all those guys. Now you're pairing him with Kobe if they chose to do that. Now you're pairing him with Dirk. Now you're pairing him with Tim Duncan and that. Now you're pairing him with insane teams because the West was loaded. Mm-hmm. He's running with those Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash. I used to always say, I agree he was running the Eastern Conference. I wish he would have went to the West. He would have gone less. I agree. Completely agree with that. But I think he would have had a chance to be 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 because once he would have got through that tough West, I don't think a LeBron with the Clippers his team would have lost. If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk for sure. But I just think to me, when I just look at ability, who can do what with what on the court, dragging people to the finals, to me, I'm just more favorable of that. We were talking off air. Last point, we'll get to some calls. The way my brain works is like Kobe was a better player than Shaq, but if I've given me the entire planet of Earth from 22 years old, I'm going to take Shaq because I feel like I have a better chance to get the finals because it doesn't have to be perfectly designed because peak Shaq was just utterly ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Kobe was a better player than Shaq. That's not a question, especially we're talking a list. Kobe to me is fourth, fifth. If I'm going Jordan, for me, Kareem and LeBron, however you want, that's the three. I feel like Kobe is fourth or Magic is fourth.
You can ask Kareem and Magic, and they'd put Kobe above both of them.
And I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that.
And it looks like so will the callers.
Yeah, 877-99 on Fox. Let's take some. Let's go to Ken in California. Ken, you're on with the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
It's about time they put Ephraim on. Well, you can tell old Kevin, and Rob ain't there to hear it, that what's going on, man? How could you put Kobe? Hey, LeBron came in with the physical attributes of, yes, he was awesome. He was the chosen one, but he never lived up to it, brother. And Jordan had the physicality, but Kobe proved it. He mentally beat you. He beat you on the court. He physically, skillfully NBA'd you, and that's why I put him in my top 3 of all time.
I'm not mad at you, Ken. Ken, I'm not mad at you. Ken, you at least put an L in my name. Ken, you've been calling all these. Come on, you know it's Kelvin, Ken. All right, let's go to Antonio, Miami. Antonio, you're on with the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, what's up, guys? I got to take an Advan after that guy. I will say, push back with Calvin here. We don't celebrate second, and I definitely think that if LeBron was, he would have been in. He won. I mean, we could talk about what happened in LA, but he won 3. Maybe he goes to 3. But my criteria for these writers is 2 things. Number one, they have to have played, not at the pro, not even college, but they had to have played the game at one point. And then secondly, they have to have seen the majority of their career. If they haven't, I don't think you should really be, discussing the athlete. And that kind of goes for all athletes. Want a problem where they have, Kobe, Steph. I mean, that's, as long as everyone's in, I guess, the compliance that there was the Grand Canyon between Jordan and everyone else, that's fine. But I don't have a problem with somebody kind of saying, it's like we discuss jazz or we discuss comedians, and they're all kind of lumped together. I don't have a problem if Steph is LeBron, is Kobe. They're all kind of unique players and added to the art of the game.
All right, Antonio, thank you for the call, brother. Appreciate you. We'll try to squeeze in a couple more real quick. Let's go to JR in Indianapolis. JR, you're on with the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, how you doing, fellas?
What's happening?
What's up?
Not much, man. I really want to touch on all 3 points that y'all made. I do think LeBron was on HGH. Kobe is. Come on, man. Who played harder than LeBron and he never got hurt for like 8 years, 9 years? Like, come on, man. So Jeff Teague, I applaud him on that. Kobe.
Applaud him on what? He took it back, JR.
Of course he took it back. Come on, man. You know he was going to take that back.
He don't take nothing back normally. He be standing on business, JR. He got that call. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? It's Adam Silver. I know you ain't in the league no more, but take that back. Yeah, the black SUV. All right, real quick, get to the other one, JR. Go. Go ahead, JR, real quick.
Then, Kobe is number 2, and nobody wanted to play with LeBron because he dictated how everything went.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Well, y'all, who wanted to play with Kobe? Because y'all getting a little carried away with this. I'm cool with Ephraim? Come on now.
We
Come on
got
now,
time
y'all
for
getting
one
carried
more?
away
I
with
don't know what
this.
you're doing.
Everybody acting like everybody was.
We got Deion in
Deion
Texas.
in Texas.
You only got a couple. What
You're
you
the
got?
last one on this, Deion.
Hey, guys, real quick, man. It's Kobe, amazing talent, but he had an all-time great attitude. I think that's what the players fall in love with. I got him end up in my top 10. I got him at number 10 or number 11. I can go through that if you want, but that's okay. We'll keep moving. I just think LeBron and Kobe, you shouldn't even be comparing the two. It's a race between MJ and LeBron. That's it. But Kobe was phenomenal, but he was the second best player on his team for his first 3 championships. So we can't forget that. And nobody wants to play with Kobe either. Nobody wants to play with Kobe. Hey, and Ray Allen had a chance to go to Cleveland, but he chose Boston. But when LeBron went to Miami, he went to Miami. So a lot of people didn't want to play in Cleveland. So that's
Okay, I don't know what happened there, Deion.
Appreciate that, Deion. We get all of that, and if LeBron is so great, why is he failing the class? And the class is championships, right?
But,
the class is finals, right? We know who got an A+.
I know. We got to go. All right.
Oh, wait a minute. An A+ is 6 for 6, Michael Jordan. Okay. A B is Kobe. Right? 5 out of 7.
But he had a crazy tutor in Shaq.
First of all,
4
out of 10
we gotta go.
Is a D.
Crazy.
Is a failing.
All right, the same.
Monty, what do you think? Monty Bolaños.
Listen. I love Kobe, so I think he's higher for me than he is. I understand what you're saying. I agree with Kelvin's line of Kobe is the better basketball player, but Shaq propelled that offense. He was unstoppable.
What happened when he left?
Kobe still won.
Okay.
Kobe still won. Pau
Without
Gasol came in.
Without a top 75 player.
Absolutely.
How many people have done that? 1.
Did Steph do that?
No.
Steph might have done that.
1.
Well, is it him?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Oh, yeah, Steph did. We won a couple.
Yeah.
Jokic and
Well, we don't know that yet.
We
Okay?
don't?
We don't know that yet.
All right. Let me tell you what's going on in
he
baseball.
He was second fiddle for quite some time. He was an amazing second
fiddle?
He was
I
a
wouldn't call him
1B.
a second fiddle.
33 points against
He was
second
not a
fiddle.
I'm just saying.
It was not a
What
fiddle.
are we doing? What
He was
orchestra?
amazing.
What orchestra is this?
I'm just saying, Kobe did his thing and carried him in some of those series. Some of those series, I agree, carried him. But I'm saying you had Shaq, who eventually was too much.
But without Kobe, I don't know if Shaq wins.
Oh, Shaq's winning.
No.
Shaq's winning.
I don't know.
They were a perfect combo. I think they're their best combo. I think they're better than Mike and Pip.
Duo.
Yeah, I think they're better than Mike and Pip and Kareem. All right, go, Monty, because Rob G looking at us like we're crazy.
All right, real quick.